What I've been thinking about. When you ask somebody what's the most valuable resource, what are they going to say? Some people may say money, precious minerals, and like oil, diamonds, gold. Maybe they say relationships. And there, you're on the right path. But one thing I've come to realize, and this is through my experience and then through learning from other people's experiences, but time is the most valuable resource. And as you gain skills, your time becomes more valuable. If you think about what wealthy people spend their money on, over everything they value their time, because as you make more money and as you do more things to make money, you realize that you only have so much of it. So at that point, you need to increase your skills to increase the leverage that you get. By leverage, I mean how much are you getting per unit of time. If I put in an hour of work, how much do I get out? Now, Jeff Bezos, for example, an hour of his time is very expensive. The amount that he can do in that time, the amount of moves that he can make to make certain things happen in that time is not even comparable to someone in my position. So, what can you learn from this? For one, it's that if you're trying to sell something, one of the huge selling points is time. Can you make something happen faster? Can you make the results occur faster? But also from the other side, what you're putting in. Remember that what you're putting in is value, and what you're trying to get out is more value. The more leverage you have, the more that equation shifts to where you get more value out than you put in. Right now, what you have to put in more than anything is your time. Now, in my experience, I have learned wholeheartedly that devoting yourself to one thing will yield exponential results compared to splitting yourself between 5, 6, 7, 10 things. That's why, for example, when I played games, I only played 1 to 2 games at a time. Friends will ask me, hey, hop on this, hop on that. And in my head, I'm like, damn, I don't like being bad at games. And I know that what it takes to be good at games is enough time to get good at the game. So how am I going to do that? I need to figure out what I'm not going to use my time for. I need to figure out what sacrifices I'm willing to make in order for this one piece to be worth it. If I play 5 games, I may be middle 20th percentile in all of them. But if I play only one game, and every time I'm like, I want to play a game, I hop on, I'm going to get so much better. That's why any game that I play, I at least strive to be in the top 15% of the player base that's playing that game. It's just what I aim for. There's no point in doing something if you're going to be mediocre at it, in my opinion. So when you're trying to figure out what you want to do, I feel like it's much easier to take a shot. When you get somewhat of an idea of what that is, go all in for a period of time. Because then you'll get feedback much faster. You'll figure out if this is worth your time much faster than if you split it between a lot of things, and then these feedback loops are taking much longer to get around. I think a great thing to pull in here is, I just learned the term for this recently, but I'd heard of it before, but it's the Dunning-Kruger Effect. It essentially states that we overestimate how much we can get done in a short period of time, and we underestimate how much we can get done in a long period of time. People overestimate what they can get done in a week, but underestimate what they can get done in a year. People think, oh, I'm going to start this new workout plan, and I'm going to go super hard for a week, a month, and they don't see the results. But they thought, if I just give 100% of my effort, then I should be able to see something, right? I did a whole month of just going super hard. And they may see results, but it may not be what they expected for the effort that they put in. But if they put moderate effort consistently for a year, exponentially greater results. They may not even expect those results because they were only putting in moderate effort. But as I've said before, consistency is by far the greatest determinant of long-term success. You can't expect to grow and scale in anything if there's no consistency involved. And even without efficiency and the leverage that you develop over time, consistency will still yield results. There's this idea about optimizing for what you want. And the fact that everyone is optimizing currently for the life that they currently have. If you work 9 to 5 at McDonald's and you spend all of your free time smoking weed, you're optimizing for that level of enjoyment. You want to work this hard. Keep in mind, it's not just about the decisions you're making currently, but the decisions you made in the last 6 months, the last year, the last 5 years. Those are all starting to pay off now, or pay up now. But let's say you're in that situation, you're in that McDonald's situation, and you are optimizing for comfort. Doing something different, going to school, incurring debt to go to school, these all may be uncomfortable, and that may be the reason that you don't go for it. Or you don't know what you want to do, and making up your mind is difficult, and you're optimizing for avoiding that, for the comfort that it brings, not having to do that. Just remember that at all times you're optimizing for something. So the better option is to be deliberate and intentional in what you're optimizing for. And I bring this up because it ties into the first thing I was saying. You have to use your time like it is the most valuable resource you have. And if you want to optimize for something, first look at how you're spending your time. If there's something you want, and you want it more than anything, it should be reflected in your time.